I'm so lucky to be me.
Okay, so I am starting with an already washed face. What did I use this morning? I used my Clinique. I did a mask last night that has my skin feeling really good because the hotel air is very dry. So even though I have very oily skin, I did use like a moisturizing mask to just kind of help my skin along. I have already moisturized, primed. What else? And now I'm really debating on whether, no, I haven't primed yet. So I'm debating on whether I want to use my Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer or my Basha Perfecting White Charcoal Mattifying Primer. Again, because my skin looks and feels good now, but it was really dry and I am oily and I've noted some like dry patches like right here and right here. So I'm gonna probably go with the Urban Decay Complexion, the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. It says it has smoothing, it's has rose hip and argan oil, and it's pore perfecting. So you can't see it now, but I have large pores, and again, so let's see. It's more like a lotion. It feels so good on my skin. Look at my mirror here. Uh, oh, and I did try a new uh, an eye treatment by Kiehl's, and it's their creamy eye treatment with avocado. Normally, I use like a vitamin C eye treatment to for my under eyes, but again, because this air, and I've been here. It's Sunday morning. I've been here since Friday early evening, Friday night, um, and my skin is not not liking what we've done or what we're doing to it, but I'm going to try to correct that. All right, so skin is primed and I'm sorry, I keep touching it because it feels really good. I haven't used this primer in a while just because of its like extra moisturizing elements, but today definitely needed. So if I can suggest anything, I know that we have like our, go-to products that we use every day, but your skin does change with climate and with the weather and just in certain conditions. So I would just suggest that you go to your local Sephora or any beauty store that will offer you samples for you to try. So just because you're an oily girl doesn't mean that you shouldn't have that something even more moisturizing and not always mattifying, because your skin does change in different elements and climates. Okay, so now what do I normally do? I don't have everything. And so I'm just going to, I don't have all of my makeup because again, this was like a retreat, but I do want to look presentable for my sorors. So let's just go in with I've primed. I already started with my eyelids. So I'm going to go in with my Teint Idole. And I brought my stick with me this time. And I'm in the color 460 Suede. And this is the all day color wearing comfort soft matte finish. Again, just a soft matte, not that hard flatness. And again, I am in the color 460 Suede. I'm not going to do any color correcting today because it's just not that kind of day, right? All over my face. Again, I apologize because I know this would have showed up so much better on my camera. And here's the other thing. You guys might not even see this video. And then again, you might. And then I don't want just a thumbs down. I want to know why you didn't like it. I mean, if you're going to dislike it, at least tell me why. should have pulled my hair all the way back. But again, this is just a quick getaway, not to be, I'm going to put a little more up here. Not the beat face. I'm amongst my sisters in Christ, in creation, and they're not judging me on my makeup application techniques or lack thereof uh, of makeup. Or okay, I'm happy with how that's showing up in my mirror here. And what brush did I use to do this? This is the It Cosmetic brush, and I can never tell. I can never tell what number it is. It's like super light, but I like it. It's their blur. I'm gonna try to find a link if you want to know, and I will link that below. Okay, now that we've done that, okay, here's the part where I'm a little nervous about, because here is where I normally conceal, and I have my sharp Tarte Shape Tape, and I forgot my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Wow. But because I don't normally do this on my entire face because it is full coverage. It is, but you know what? We gonna say. Little bit, if you've never used this before, know that a little bit goes a long way. I use a it's not a sponge. I use a silicone applicator, and I literally just dab, if you see that much, like that's all for like each area. And I'm gonna go in and highlight there because it's strong. It's definitely full coverage. I love it. So I'm gonna go in again around here. Look at all that coverage. Look how much payoff from that little bit. I'm gonna go. I'm rushing. And I'm gonna slow down because I gotta go out like this. A little bit on my mouth. And I did that because I'm rushing, because I'm in front of the camera. Normally I have music playing in the background, or when I put my makeup on in the morning, or I have the news on and I'm looking, and that's really showing up light on this. But because of this crazy lighting, I'll take an after picture for you guys. Normally I'm like sipping tea. I've done my devotion, and I'm not doing it this quick. So I'm gonna slow down, and I'll fast forward through some of this for you guys because you might not care about all this. So now I'm just going down the middle of my nose, blend that out. Blend. I prefer the silicone applicator over the beauty blender, because as you can see, it's not that much product left on the silicone applicator. And maybe it's me, but it just never works. It never works for me. The beauty blender. I've tried big ones. I've tried little ones. I've tried the Real Technique ones. I've tried the, get a little bit more. I've tried the beauty blender, the black one, the pink one. You see where I'm going with this? And it didn't work. I was like, either it's too wet, and it would lift my makeup or it didn't blend out. And so I stick with, I'm gonna go back in just a little more. I stick with what works. Losing my voice too, because again, this air is so dry. So note to self, remember to travel with little humidifier. Didn't think I needed it. Now that I think about all the times that we've stayed overnight somewhere, um, yeah, the air tends to be a little dry. Okay, and going back in on the other side, because what I learned very quickly um, with this is that a little goes a long way. And I'm not about that life of taking my makeup off or my concealer off because it's so much and you get so much coverage with this. And what color do I use in the sharp tapes? Sharp, good graciousness, Tarte Shape Tape, tan sand. I use tan sand to highlight. And as you can see, I just went in the areas, went down my chin, under my eyes, around my mouth and my smile lines, and my forehead. I don't bake because I'm 42 years old and that technique again doesn't work for me. And I learned it by trying. So I am just going to dust my face, and I hope I brought the right brush. Jesus be offense. I think in one video I said I had some makeup brushes that I got from Marshall's or whatever, and these are it. Urban Glow, I don't remember. And I can't even tell you guys what I am dusting my face with. It's a bunch of powders that I mixed. So I think it might be a little bit of Patrick Starr, might be a little bit of my Airspun. It's the excess that comes off, comes out, and I can't really get it back in. And I just put it in this, and it just travels so well. Again, not baking, just sweeping, just to set. Um, you hear the tapping, tap, tap, tap. I think it's more Airspun than Patrick Starr. I think I just threw that in there. So down my, sweeping under my eye and just pressing it in. This is like a flat brush, if you can see that flat at the top, and I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm gonna go back in and press it into my cheek area because that is where I tend to get the oiliest. And of course, the forehead. People used to tease me about my forehead, y'all. In elementary school, kids were really mean. They teased me about it, and so I covered it a lot with a bang. I always asked my mom to give me a bang. I was always cutting my bang because I was just so self-conscious about my forehead. And then, of course, because my mom, like every other mom back then, would put grease and oil in my head, then my forehead would be super oily, which made me even more self-conscious about it. And so it was just this vicious cycle of my forehead being oily and me not appreciating. But now I love the skin that I'm in. I appreciate that my forehead is a little big. And now that brings us to we're gonna do a little contour and bring it in because now I know the tips and the tricks. So normally I use the Marc Jacobs deep pressed powder to contour but I didn't want to bring that because it's a powder and I really don't like traveling with my pressed powders because I'm always afraid that they're gonna crack no matter how careful I am. So today or this weekend, I brought my Fenty Beauty matchstick in Expresso, and it has worked before. And I brought my tried and true Sonia Kasic tool number 30 to kind of, you'll see. Let's get in it because this video is getting a little long. Oh, no. No, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it. And this is normally my summer contour stick because it's so, as you can see, it's so dark, and I'm a little pale. But what I love about the Fenty matchsticks is that it just melts into my skin, and it may be showing up a little dark on here on the camera, but I love it because it melts in. And a little bit, I don't bring it all the way down here, just as you can see, just a cut right there, and I kind of push it up, push it down, just, and I love this, again, Sonia Kashik number 30 tool brush. Where did I get mine from? Maybe Target? Walmart? I don't know. And then a little around the 5 head. There's a little hair that was trying to get away. And I just bring it down to that line there. And again, I just blend it in. And as you can see, it just melts in. Who taught me how to do my makeup? My mother was my first, like, makeup artist that I came in contact with, and I can't even say she was like a makeup artist by trade. She sold Avon, and so she was always like not playing in makeup, like that was, you know, her side job. It wasn't even her hustle. She took it very seriously. She took skincare very seriously. My mother was just like, she was the first person that just really caused me to like look and just look at makeup. So my mother was the first, and then I have to, you know, give honor where honor is due. YouTube. I am going to go in to my nose very lightly because this is a very dark color, and I think I have another brush to handle this. YouTube, watching videos, and just so, you know, shout out to Makeup by Shayla. I watched, you know, some of her earlier videos, and, you know, Jackie Ina, and so many more. I like Jackie's personality. Sometimes she's a little too much for me, but most times I'm like, okay, you know, she just had really good tips and tricks, and I'm sure her reviews on, I am going to have to go in with this brush again because I don't have my other brush that I normally use. Just a little. You might pray and sweat and dance this out. All right, so now normally go to my eyes. What did I bring with me? Oh, my new, well, I don't know how new this is. Well, yeah, it's fairly new. I only brought 2 little palettes with me. Little, and when I say little, I mean little, like my Smashbox Cover Shot Golden Hour eyeshadow duo, because again, this was just in my travel purse. These 2 colors, you can't really see them. I do apologize about. Here I'm just finishing my eyeshadow, popping color in my crease. Yeah, I love my sorority. It's been, I did it in the grad chapter, and now I'm gonna go back in with Patrick Starr's palette, and I believe this is the Oh My God color, and just pop that in the center. Oh, that's pretty. I looked at some other sororities, definitely, of course, when I was in undergrad, but I did my undergrad when I was already a mom. I'm going to share my testimony with you guys, probably not on this one, but just a small part of my testimony. At the age of 15, I was raped, and from that, I conceived a set of twins. And so I still finished high school. I still graduated with honors. I had a scholarship, but I didn't go to college right away because I had to be a mom. And this video is not about that. I will come on and I will share that testimony. But I decided to have now my twins, my babies, my hearts. I decided to have them. I can't say that it was my divine wisdom. It really was the Holy Spirit that just led me to carry the twins. And I had them early. I'm gonna pop, oh my God, in my crease. I had them at 6 months. I gave early birth because from the rape, I didn't know that I had contracted gonorrhea. So that complicated a lot of things. And again, being 15, I didn't know. I didn't tell anybody that I was raped. I let my parents and my village think that I was a little fast behind, or fast A, as my mother had termed it. She has since learned what the truth is. And when the twins were 8, they're now 20, 26. Yeah, my babes are 26. And so I can't say that it was because I was so wise and so, you know, but that was that. So I did not have the opportunity to pledge in undergrad. But I was still aware of the deltas, and I was still aware of the AKs, and some of my very good friends are deltas and AKs. But I wasn't able to pledge the, you know, that way, or during my undergrad. What's next? Eyes. So, so went on, got my MBA. I'm just gonna go in with my eyeliner right now. I'm probably going out of order what I normally do, but I gotta get a move on. So I didn't pledge undergrad. Now enter grad school, went on to get my MBA, and again thought I was going to pledge Delta grad chapter. But since then, since that time from undergrad to grad school, of course, my faith had increased. What was this? This was my Smashbox Always Gel Liner, which is good for a cry. Doesn't come off. Now I'm going to go in and prime my eyelashes. So I didn't have an opportunity, and I thought I was going to pledge Delta grad chapter once I came out. But in August of 2010, I became a licensed minister of the gospel, and I'm preaching and I'm teaching, and again, a lot of very close sisters in Christ were already deltas. I am priming with the Clinique lash building primer. I always prime my lashes when I don't wear falsies. And so I did some research, and I was like, okay, God, I love the camaraderie. I love the sorority. I love the sisters that aren't my sorors but are sorors, and I just love what they do. And I didn't, long story short, I couldn't lay down my Christ to pick up colors and letters of someone who didn't, of an organization that did not put him first. So that led me on a journey, priming my bottom lashes with the same thing. That led me on a journey, and I found a couple of Greek letter Christian organizations, but my heart was led to Alpha Nu Omega because it was a sorority and a fraternity in one, and I was like, okay, that's something that I could do with my husband. My husband is not Greek. He has not pledged yet. So I crossed, I did the Philadelphia alumni chapter, and I crossed in spring of 2015, and I have loved it ever since. My sisters are amazing. They are everything we do. We do for the glory of God. This is not a church. Our visionary founder will tell you that in a minute. And we are very fortunate to have our founders, some of our founders still with us. Some of them have gone on to glory, but our visionary founder, Shirley K. Russell, is still with us, and I had an opportunity to sit at her feet last night and just gain some wisdom and some knowledge, and she is just an awesome woman of God. I got to sit with some of my other founders and meet some new founders that I hadn't met before, so that's just humbling. Like, how many Greek lettered organizations can say that they you know, have an opportunity to sit with their founders to say, okay, why did you start this? Why did you do this? And I'm not taking, and yes, the other, you know, the Divine Nine, they're all older and they have history and they do great things in the community. I love the fact that I can sit with my founders and talk to them and pick their brain and pray with them and be encouraged by them and inspired by them. And they are just amazing. So we are going back in to the eyes to finish it off with the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. And I absolutely love how this mascara goes on. So we're looking okay. So I'm gonna try to bring some color back to my face, and I don't have my Laura Mercier translucent powder in deep, so I'm going to try to bring some color back to my face with the Laura Geller Baked In Balance Brightening. It's a color correcting foundation, and I have the color Toffee. Pray with me, saints, because now okay, that seems to be working. Again, I just kind of took what was already in my travel bag. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay, that worked. Prayers of the righteous availeth much. I am going to pop some, I don't want to do too much highlighting today, so I'm just going to use my Bobbi Brown, their little bronzing palette. I have the little mini one because I thought it was so cute. You can't really see the colors. They're not like coming up really good, but I love Bobbi Brown's products. They were just purchased by Estee Lauder, so they have a new foundation out that I don't know if I'm going to try it. Maybe I'll go get a sample because I love my Teint Idole. It's been good to me. Hasn't failed me. Works with all of my primers that I try because I'm always priming. Oh, look at that pretty color. Right on my cheek and down here. And there, I'm going to pop some in there. This is my Sigma fan brush, strobing fan F42. Like my forehead needs any help. Oh, I think I already did it. I think that's why it's glowing. And just pop some right there. There's my color. Brought it back there and there. And I think we're done. No, we're not done. And a little blush. So I have my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the color Feisty. This came in an Ipsy, thank you. This came in an Ipsy bag. I've since canceled my Ipsy subscription because we weren't friends. It was hit or miss. I'll just pop some color into my cheek. Going back in with the brush that has no name, or the brushes that have no name that I got from Marshall's. I want to say it's Urban Glow. I'm going to try to find. But yep, I'm just going to pop that in. I like this because this is just a subtle color. Just brings a little bit of color to my cheek. Not a lot. I think that's it, guys. I'm going to pop my lips on, come back, show you guys the finished look, and yeah, we're pretty much finished. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have my scarf on, so I'm a natural girl. I don't want this getting on my hair. But I have my Urban Decay Slick Makeup Setting Spray Oil Control. Where I picked this up from? Nordstrom's. I like little packaging because I travel a lot. I don't show you guys all the weekend trips and stuff that we take. Maybe I will if you want to see that. So let me just finish this off. makeup is set. I'm gonna come back, show you guys what the finished look looks like, and we'll be ready to go downstairs for worship. Okay, we're done. This is the finished look. I just topped my lips with a MAC lip liner, and I want to say it was Cork, because that's the one I have. Or, yep, it was Cork. And something I've had forever from MAC, and that's a Baumy Bronze lip tinted lip conditioner. When I say I've had it forever, and that's like all I've used so far. I've got through it. Yeah, it's their tinted lip conditioner. I don't even know if they still make these, but this is it. Rocking my navy, yellow, and white. Rocking the colors. So I'm gonna head down, drink my breakfast, because as you saw on, maybe didn't say, but I packed my smoothies and my fruits and my vegetables for this weekend so that I could stay on the cleanse with my husband. I did cheat a little. I had a black bean soup last night, but that was like just a little. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This really took me out of my comfort zone, but I surprisingly found it very easy to just talk to the camera, to talk to you. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, please let me know. Again, please consider subscribing down below. If you're going to unlike the video and give it a thumbs down, at least let me know why you do it. But as we always say, be good, be encouraged, and in all things be blessed. Until we talk again, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I'm so lucky